Hello, everybody. Tamian Dysart, CEO of Think3D, as well as the current chair for the Chamber of Commerce, along with Jamie Nold, Dr. Nold, superintendent of our fantastic Sioux Falls School District. We're here to talk about a phenomenal program that we are so excited about, the Literacy Ally Program. The birthplace of this, really, we've all been hearing about mentorship for the last couple years. The reality of it is we are thousands of mentors short going into our school district. When Dr. Nold shared the numbers, 24,000 plus students in our school district, over 50% are usually at the poverty rate, which to me says we probably could use 12,000 mentors, and right now we're just grossly short. Well, one of the things when I stepped into the role as the chamber, I was really passionate about how do we make third grade reading levels a community KPI. Reading levels is not something that we can just ask our school district to do. This is an all of us initiative. And so to me, this is a big deal about making this a community initiative, because the impacts of this is directly impacting workforce development. This impacts a lot of work that I do inside the prisons. If you go the stats with the prison system, about 70% of people in prison are at a fourth grade reading level. So that critical moment, if we can get kids up to par reading by third grade, it has dramatic impacts. And so Jamie, why don't you share a little bit with the folks about the numbers and statistics around third grade reading?
Well, when we see that, it's a great correlation between that fact of poverty, and we're looking at kids that are coming out of poverty, sometimes don't have those background skills. And we know with those kids, if they don't get up to that reading level, and we'll eventually get them there. We're showing with our statistics and data, we're gonna put a lot of that together and share it with our public, because our public schools they belong to our public. And we want our public to invest in them, and we're going to invest to make sure that they have a workforce that is ready to work for this community. But if they're not hitting that mark by third grade, they're going to be significantly behind. We don't catch them back up until they hit into the middle school and then we're finally starting to see where we're catching them back to the average. And by the time they're in high school, they're above the average. But those years, those critical years that they missed, because the reading is going to impact their science, it's going to impact their social studies, it's going to impact their math. If they're not reading at grade level by the time they hit third grade. And we're starting to see more and more because we're running those numbers, and I want to make sure we're working off of data, but those kids are coming to us less prepared, kindergarten prepared, as we're seeing them come in. And they're going to be, the majority of our kids are going to start to be behind in some of the remedial classes. We can track that back now to see that they were not at reading level in third grade. It isn't that that kid doesn't have the ability. They just weren't prepared coming into kindergarten, so we're starting to catch them back up, and they're still going to be behind their peers. If we could eliminate that or have some additional help to be able to influence that and impact that so that those kids are more on grade level by the time they hit third grade, we can change the trajectory of those kids.
Yeah, and that's so excited to be partnering, the chamber, school district, to say, again, this is our community. How do we all lean in? And so when Dr. Nold talked to his literacy coaches, they said, if we can get kids out of the class reading specifically 20 minutes 3 times a week, that'll start to move the needle. And so I've been talking a long time about this idea of mentorship multiplier. So this model that we're rolling out with the Literacy Ally Program is, can we take kids in groups of 3s and pull them out of class 3 times a week, and within 1 hour, one individual, including a 10-minute commute time, one individual could go impact 2 groups of 3 kids. But the model to this is, what if we go to businesses, go to individuals, if we put groups of 6 people together to offer to partner with these 6 kids, that's only 1 hour every 2 weeks per person. 2 hours a month to make a dramatic impact in our community. So our goal here is we're going to be reaching out to businesses to say, hey, can you sign up people within your organization? We're going to lean into our young professionals network, including college-age kids. We're going to be talking to retirees, the faith-based community. If we can start getting groups of 6 people to partner and to grab 6 individual kids or in these groups, we can make a dramatic impact in this thing.
And what we're really seeing with this, because some people will be a little nervous. Well, I'm not a reading specialist. I'm not an elementary age teacher. You don't need to be. We're putting together this packet and this process for them. So it's just the same things that you would do if you're a parent. If you're a parent at home, and we have great parents at home, good families, but they're maybe just not able to impact their child in that way because of whatever the circumstances are, it doesn't matter. And we get these kids at kindergarten, and we want to start to change that trajectory right away at kindergarten. And if we can pull them out and work with them 3 times a week, 20 minutes each time with this individual that's going to come in and just work on some of those same skills that you would have if you were a parent at home. And so we'll put the packet and information together. It'll be a little bit different. It'll be prescribed, so they don't have to be worried about it. We'll provide training. They'll be well prepared. They might be a little bit nervous, but that's okay. Parents are. Sometimes parents are a little bit nervous. Am I doing the right thing? But anything you're doing to help that kid and improve their reading ability is going to impact them for a lifetime.
Lifetime. That's what we're after here. We're piloting this fall with 3 schools. So let's
three elementary schools. So we're going to look at, Terry Redland, Cleveland, Annie Sullivan, and go into those 3 schools and see what we can do to change the lives of some of those kids. And when I say that, it's because if they have that reading ability by the time they hit 3rd grade, where they're on grade level with their peers, and I'd still say some of those schools are the highest performing schools in our states, because where they're taking that child and where they're ending with that child by 3rd grade is phenomenal.
Yeah.
We want to even improve upon that. And we want to change it that much more. And we believe with our community support and help and individuals coming in just to sit and work with these kids 20 minutes at a time. So somebody will come in, donate an hour that week. They'll work with 2 groups of 3. And we believe by doing that in kindergarten and 1st grade, we can help that kid succeed by the time they're 3rd grade to be at grade level.
Yeah, so I get a lot of times from folks, what can I do to help? And obviously, we always encourage folks to go the traditional route of mentorship. Yeah. This Literacy Ally program truly breaks it down to 2 hours a month approximately. So we'll get training for folks. And again, if you have a group of 6 individuals, whether that's within a business, or if you just individuals say, I'd like to be a part of a different group, we're gonna work alongside the Helpline Center. It's come alongside us to help foster and coordinate the folks getting tied into it. But ultimately, we're gonna be looking for folks to sign up to this thing. We'll put more details in the description when we post these videos, because this is gonna be an evergreen video that we wanna make sure that we're getting folks out there. Dr. Nold and myself will be doing some webinars or some virtual sessions to share more information, but we are so excited. Yeah. Just imagine what happens if every student who's not at 3rd grade or appropriate reading level coming into kindergarten, 1st grade had support to say, you matter, we're gonna get you up to par. What kind of community can we continue to have and thrive going forward? So I know Dr. Nold's excited about it.
Absolutely. And I'm looking forward to it, because this is truly our community investing in our community. These are the people that are going to lead our businesses, be our workforce for the future. And to say that, so-and-so poured into me so that when I was in kindergarten and 1st grade, I was able to achieve at these levels. We're going to change that for a child. And we're going to start with these 3 schools. We're hoping to expand that. We'll obviously track the benefits of it. But it's something I think people can be very proud of, that they were part of that and they impacted the life of a child, especially the ability to read. And we'll give them what they need. They don't need to be worried about that. We'll help and make sure that we give them some training that'll still fall in with that hour once a week and once every other week. But we will help them to be prepared.
Yeah, so I'm excited about this. School district, again, we have an amazing school district, amazing teachers. And this is just us as a community really coming down to, can you give 2 hours a month to make a dramatic impact? And so as we see the numbers improve, we expect to take this citywide over the next few years, but it starts with a commitment. So again, make sure if you have questions, reach out, but we'll put more details in the description or in the comments, but we're looking forward to this Literacy Ally program to change the trajectory of Sioux Falls.